Hi, so this is Robin here. Let me just run you through the Portugal Citizenship by Investment program. So by far, it's one of the most popular in terms of number of applications, especially since late 23. Best route really is the job creation route, which is actually called the capital injection route. This is where you buy into a hospitality company or other such business that creates employment. So the investment cost is approximately 400,000 euros plus government fees. And sometimes you get an apartment as collateral as well at the end of the program, as buyback guarantees on some of them as well. And then you can apply for a passport after 5 years. Realistically, that's probably more like 6 years because of some of the delays. Now, children, family dependent members, for example, if you've got elderly parents and have to provide any financial information. So let's have a look at some of the pros and cons then of the program. Great for its education. If you've got children that are thinking about going to university, if you do one of these applications now, a year or two in advance, they will have access to EU universities, an EU resident, both saving on cost and easier application. You get freedom of travel all around the EU. Got that travel option, which expands once you get your passport and when you can live, work, retire, do anything you want in any EU country. But while you've got your residency, a residence, and you can freely travel around. Parents, I mentioned there earlier, if they're over the age of 65, you don't have to prove any type of dependency or financial information whatsoever. Governed by EU law as well, so this is a positive, trusted, best involving notaries and lawyers, etc. And the minimum stay requirement, reasonably small. It's 5 weeks in 5 years, and you can do that in tranches of 2 weeks at a time as well. So, bring the family to Portugal, see the country, do a bit of touring around. That can't be too much of a hardship. What are the negatives, the cons? At the moment, I guess the biggest is the government delays. Proving, but we've seen a huge bottleneck of applications in 2022 and the early part of 2023. It seems like they're now starting to clear that backlog, but there is a delay, and it's caused by high demand. Quite high, the 15,000 euros or so per person over 5 years. So it's not, I guess, too bad when you look at it like that. But the fees are quite for Portugal compared to countries around the world. So the fact that you've got to go and visit, even only 5 weeks in 5 years, can add to your costs, and you need to budget for that accommodation around Portugal. So that can add significant costs and is worth budgeting for. Well, simply, these programs are quite, or should I say, I provide a lot of detail. So you need to be with me today. I can listen to your priorities and provide you with the best advice on the best program. Really, doesn't necessarily have to be Portugal. There are other ones out there. Full cost and mission for the same as well. So don't delay. Let's get something organised and we can get the conversation going. So thanks very much for listening. Have a great and take care. Bye bye.